find his stroke tonight.
So here are the Jazz starting five. Williams is out there with Bailey. Then it's Kyle Filipowski. Then there's Collier. And it's Sensabaugh in at the shooting guard position. And for New Orleans, Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. Trey Murphy out there with Murray. And it's Jordan in at the 5, roaming the paint. All right, Tim, the postseason not far off. Team still jockeying for position down the final stretch.
Here we go. And just like on the track, don't look behind you, just focus on yourself, or you might find yourself on the wrong side of a photo finish.
Gotta run through the tape, get yourself in position. Now here's Filipowski. Pass to Bailey. And the jumper is good at the free throw line.
Well, he's a guy they look to go to, and now you see why.
Now here's Murray. Here's Williamson. Now Jordan, covered by Filipowski. Jordan, the pass to Murray. 5 on the clock. Here he goes. He hits it just before the shot clock expires.
Yeah, nice upper body strength by Murray. He got touched up a little bit, but he wasn't affected.
Pass to Bailey. Here's the pick. Utah moving the ball around. Here's Collier. Fires the 3. And it's Jordan with the rebound. On offense, here are the Pelicans. Murray passes to Jordan. Williamson looking around. Oh, Williamson throws it down.
Unbelievable. It defies physics. How can a guy that big stay in the air that long?
Well, that's a fantastic view there from the AT&T Connected cam. And in the first, a little over a minute and a half in. Pass to Sensabaugh. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule. They lost to the Rockets.
It's just so difficult to win when you waste as many chances at the line as they did.
Well, that's why they're called free throws. And it seemed like with each miss, their confidence took a hit. It's just too hard to overcome that.
And here's Filipowski. Here's Sensabaugh. 26 points for him last game against Phoenix. The Jazz again can't hit.
Not exactly what they're looking for out of the gates. Just 1 of 4 shooting.
Outside Murray. Pass to Jordan. Williamson outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Zion Williamson. That's his first foul.
And great job to establish position and square up.
And the Pelicans making a change here. Queen's checked in.
Number 22, Derek Queen.
Jazz trail by 4. And you look for bright spots in this developing core for Utah, Grant. What stands out?
Well, I think it's the front court, B.A. You have 2 gifted scoring forwards in Markkanen and Bailey. Then you've got Walker Kessler, an elite shot blocker, manning the middle. And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
That is a quality look. You can't do it much better than that.
Utah shooting their first free throw tonight. Sadiq Bey, he's checked in for Williamson. And Tim, after a change of leadership in the front office, the Pelicans looking to set a new standard.
Yeah, and the credibility and clout of this experienced front office, hopefully spurring buy-in and alignment from top to bottom.
Jacks up a 3. First shot won't go. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside. Pass to Collier. Here's Bailey, defended by Jones. From 7 feet, uses the glass to drop it in.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And now they are just going to keep riding that momentum with the hot hand.
Now here's Murray. He's coming off a 19-point game against Houston.
but he also had an impact as a facilitator, generating offense for others.
That one goes. Count it.
Pounding it inside early and often, setting a physical tone.
Pass to Queen. Now here's Bay. To halt the run. It's hauled in by Sensabaugh. Jazz leading by 3. Here's Collier. Hasn't gotten one to fall yet. Launches it. Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
An outstanding first quarter from the field.
And so it's Murray who brings up the ball for the Pelicans. So timeout called here, the first for New Orleans. Well, Grant, when Zion is doing what he does best, it changes everything for the Pels.
Yeah, he bends defenses and brings a force that few teams can answer. With him in rhythm, they're not just dangerous, they're different.
And a look now at the rookies that have been on fire lately. Third is Ace Bailey.
And I just love how he has shouldered the offensive load for them. Just getting to his spots and filling it up out there.
Bay against Williams. Here's the 3. It's hauled in by Collier. On offense, here's Utah. They've got a 10-0 run going. Bailey's shot is off. Pelicans trail by 6. Jones, the pass to Murray. And it goes! As the official calls the foul, count it, and he'll shoot one more at the line. A long-limbed 6'5" guard, Grant. Talk about what DeJounte Murray brings to the table.
Oh, man, defense, defense, defense. I mean, he's led the league in steals, B.A. And Murray is really good at disrupting the point of attack, making things hard on the opposing ball handler.
And for someone listed at 6'4", DeJounte Murray is an excellent rebounder, Tim.
Well, he sure is. He's got long arms and he's very athletic. His work on the glass, one of the many ways that he can impact winning, and he's always a threat to take it end to end.
Here's Collier. He's scoreless. Another 3 for Utah.
Backing up that last 3 with another 3. The defense has to stop giving them so many clean looks.
Pass to Queen. Murray inside. And it falls for him. He's hit 3 of his first 4 attempts. On offense, here's Utah. They're on a 13-5 run. Here's Bailey. Back to Williams. Utah moving the ball around. Sensabaugh, no good.
Yeah, he has had a hard time finding rhythm this quarter. Just cannot get one to go.
And that one's good.
And you like the balance here, not just falling in love with the 3 ball.
Here's Collier. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. And DeJounte Murray is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game.
Second team foul.
And here's Filipowski. 26 points for him last game against the Suns in Phoenix.
And don't forget about his work on the boards. He was doing the dirty work as well.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Murray. Outside Jones. 6 to shoot. Bay with a screen. The 3 is up. Jones misses. Utah leading by 5. Pass to Collier. Back to Williams. Here's Sensabaugh to the left wing. It's Williams, high post. They really needed more from him in that loss to Phoenix. For New Orleans, they've gone 6 of 11 so far. Takes a step back. Here's Murray. And it's good. Fought through contact. Hit the shot and will go to the line.
Defensive foul. 8.
And he's gone 1 for 1 in the game so far at the line. Conchar, he's checked in for Bailey.
At the line for your Pelicans, the Celtics.
What's up?
Shooting 1.
And, you know, you get so much out of DeJounte Murray. He's a high-effort guy, but he also stuffs the box score. Points, rebounds, assists, and then defensively, he is just a pest who can be disruptive.
Here's Collier. He has 6. A nice shot by Filipowski.
That's very smart use of the screen, and it sets up a very close look.
Murray scanning the floor. Pass to Bay. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
And we see Bay's game evolving over time, including being more aggressive inside. And they keep trading punches, both teams in a groove early.
Well, if you love high-scoring games, you came to the right place.
Now Murray. 10 points for him. Pass to Queen from deep. It's hauled in by Collier. Utah leading by 4. To the inside. And it's Filipowski. That time on the assist from Collier. Collier's got 3 assists tonight. For New Orleans, they've gone 8 for 14 from the floor. Murray with it. He's been an offensive weapon for them, scoring around 17.5 points a game. Count it.
He is totally locked in offensively and doing everything he can to bring his team back.
Here's Collier, defended by Murray. Shot's good by Sensabaugh.
They are passing the ball around tremendously right now.
And so Murray will bring it up for the New Orleans Pelicans. They trail by 6. Lets the 3 fly. Williams grabs the board. Utah's gone 3 of 6 shooting from beyond the arc. For 3, Collier. And it's Queen with a rebound. Outside Murray. Pass to Queen. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Here's Collier, defended by Murray. Here's Filipowski, and it's flushed down. A nice jam.
You gotta love his unselfishness, and you know his coach does as well.
His willingness to share the ball elevates this offense.
All right, guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for the Jazz.
Well, they found a groove, and it's from distance, so knocking them down from the three-point land never hurts.
And another thing they've done consistently well is attack the paint. They have stayed aggressive under the hoop and gotten high percentage looks.
Pelicans trail by 7. Pass to Bay. Oh, swiped away. Filipowski with it. He's against Messi. And he's going to the line for 2. The official saw contact while he was going up. Utah shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
Shooting for Utah, Filipowski. At the line for 2.
And he makes the first. That one's no good. Pelicans trail by 8. Pass to Fears. Bay with a screen. Takes a 3, bearing his second of 3 attempts.
All about confidence in these moments. Bay able to attack immediately.
Here's Sensabaugh. He's got 5. Inside, Hinson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Jazz lead by 7.
And force feeding the ball inside. I mean, no reason to go away from what's working.
A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, BA. Well, Jordan Poole, he's never shy. He said the big moments, end of the shot clock, end of the quarter, the end of the game, those are nothing. There's real life stuff that people should use the word pressure for. Basketball might be a little nerve-wracking for like 30 seconds. Back to you, Brian.
He plays without fear. All right, Allie, thanks a lot. And it's the Pelicans with the ball. The Jazz making their last shot. Here's Fears, coming in off 12 points in his last outing. Poole shot is off. 41 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Here's Collier. Conchar outside, fires for 3, buries it from 3. And it's a 12-point Utah lead.
They've really built this lead on the back of their perimeter game.
Yeah, when you string triples together, it adds up quickly.
There's 18 seconds left in the first quarter here. Fears' shot is off. Here's Collier. 6 points for him. Lets it go from deep. No good there. And so it's Utah, now holding a 12-point lead at quarter's end. They just can't miss right now. Every shot they're taking, you assume, is going in. We're coming right back. Don't go anywhere. Welcome you back to second quarter action. Plenty of basketball left to play. This one has been one-sided so far. And for the Jazz, this has been the game they wanted to have.
We all know good ball movement is what most coaches harp on, and their passing's been excellent so far.
Well, that's just great chemistry offensively. Everybody playing for one another and trusting each other. It's beautiful to watch.
So on the floor for Utah, they've got John Conchar. Vyacheslav Mikhailuk is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Hinson in at the 4 slot. Here's Queen. He's coming off a 13-point game against Houston. Hey, from long range. Yes, and it's Murray picking up the assist. Murray's got 3 assists tonight.
Well, Bay knows his team needs this from him, and he's just finding ways to get productive at the arc.
Hinson passes to Mikhailuk. He takes it in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
And sends it home with some passion.
I think he's rubbing it in a little bit here, hanging up there like that. Outside Murray. Here's Fears. Still no points. Lets it go from the wing. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there. And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. You know, Grant, with the young Jeremiah Fears, the focus seems to be on his potential upside.
Yeah, he scores well, has a decent passing game, but there's room for more polish in other areas. As long as he works hard on developing, he'll reach that next level.
Here's Queen. His offense has been solid, scoring around 11.5 points a game. Murray passes to Queen. Here's Fears. 5 to shoot. Puts up a 3. And again, it's New Orleans with a 3.
Well, the defense was a little soft right there, and it made it a practice shot. Pass
to Love. the left side wing. For three. Conchar can't hit. And it's Murray with the ball for the New Orleans Pelicans. 6-point game. Misi's shot is good.
They really rely on Murray as a shot creator. He makes a conscious effort to keep everyone involved.
Until Will Hardy calls the timeout. We might see him looking to make some tweaks to the strategy. There are some big-time players in this league. But who do you think the most clutch players have been over the past decade, Legs?
When you look at these resumes, I think you go with the big three, LeBron James, Steph Curry, and Kevin Durant. But of course, Giannis dropping 50 in a finals performance wasn't bad either.
And I'll throw in the Joker in there as well.
Love it.
And we're just over 2.5 minutes into the second. Pass to Collier. Here's Bailey. And he jams it home with authority.
Woo! B.A., that's lit.
Ferocious all the way. Man, that was good. And here's Misi. Here's Queen. Williams defending. Outside Murray. Just 5 to shoot. For 3, Fears. They get the rebound. Pass to Murray. And New Orleans getting another bucket right there.
Well, you have to have that skill in this league. Murray gets the ball and instantly takes the shot.
Outside, Williams. And out of bounds. New Orleans will have it. And this is how the West looks with just 3 games left until the playoffs begin. Taking a look at New Orleans, and after a subpar season, there have been some questions about the direction of this franchise. And of course, there's Utah, only 2 spots back.
Now, checking out the Jazz, they realize they have 1 month to go here, and as a team currently in the middle of the pack, there's a huge opportunity to gain separation. So I think they're up for the challenge.
Williamson's checked in for New Orleans. New Orleans calls timeout. A lot of talented passers entered the league this season. Let's take a look at the rookies with the best assist numbers. Second is Isaiah Collier.
The league got a big infusion of talented passers this year, and he's up there with the best of them. And as time goes, his court vision is only going to get better.
And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Outside Murray. Out to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. May from long range. Drills it from deep. May's got 6 points in the quarter.
Well, after making 1 in the first quarter, he's now made 2 here in the second. Starting to get it going a little bit.
Pass to Collier. Now here's Williams. Covered by Williamson. Collier, no good.
Tried to come right back at him with the 3. Not that time.
Now Murray. Here's Fears. They outside. From 17. Love grabs the miss.
And players avoid taking mid-range shots these days. It's almost like the threes are easier for players to get.
Pass to Williams. Utah moving the ball around. For 3, Collier. Utah with another miss.
Yeah, another miss from downtown this quarter after being hot in the first.
Williamson outside. Here's Fears from outside the arc. Can't connect. Now 2 of 6 for the game. To the paint. Here's Williams. Using his post moves to get the 2 points. Williams has gotten his 3rd basket of the night.
He's got a knack for finishing inside. That's easy money.
here's Williamson. He had an 18-point outing in their last game against Houston.
And he really hurt them at the free throw line.
And the defense is really allowing them too much room on the perimeter.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a minute to regroup with his players. Utah making a switch here. Filipowski's checked in. Utah's gone 0 for 4 from beyond the arc here in the second quarter. Here's Collier. He has 6. Lets it go from 11. Utah with another miss. New Orleans has gone 4 of 6 from outside. Looking sharp here in the second. And you can count it. He'll go to the line with a chance at a three-point play.
Man, what focus. I mean, the hoop and the harm. Incredible.
And what do you guys think so far about the offensive approach for the Pelicans?
Well, in today's NBA, the three-point shot is so valuable. They realize this, and that's why they're continuing to drain as many as they can.
And another thing that has really opened up the rest of the floor is their damage from the mid-range area.
Utah making a switch here. Mikhailuk's checked in. And we're seeing teams now that have found success with twin towers inside. What's behind that, Tim?
Well, there's a big difference between positionless basketball and small ball. Key is, if you can be big and skilled, that's a pretty tough combination to match up with.
No matter how the game changes, rebounding is always going to be a factor.
It's always key.
Looney's checked in for Queen. Sensaball's checked in for Utah.
Substitution on the court.
New Orleans leading by 3. Pass to Looney. Down low. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
The shooters shoot, and he didn't quit. Much better performance this quarter.
This is his second trip to the free throw line in this one.
First personal foul.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes.
Second team foul.
One shot.
At the line for your Pelicans, Trey Murphy. One shot.
Legs talking about Trey Murphy. Just how good can he become?
Well, his improvement has really been something to watch, BA. He's a talented scorer and shooter who also does a great job moving the ball. And the scary thing is he has more room to improve.
Pass to Sensaball. Shot clock at 6.
Oh, my! That's why we have those breakaway rims.
Dude, he risked pulling the whole thing down to the floor right there. They kick it out to Murray. Fires from deep. And Trey Murphy hits from deep. He's got 11.
I'll tell you what, they are on fire this quarter, taking total command of this game.
Here's Sensaball. 5 points in the game. Pass to Williams. The Pelicans pull it in. Looney passes to Murray. Basket's good. And it's a 9-point New Orleans lead.
Wow, Murray right there just was not going to be denied, showing you that functional strength.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He's going to take a moment to give him a breather and talk things over. Myers, he's checked in for New Orleans. And Utah with a change here, too. Mikhailuk's checked in for Conchar. And here's Filipowski. He's got 12. Pass to Sensabaugh. Now here's Filipowski. Here's Williams. Counted. Williams has got 4 points now in the quarter.
Love that look there, locating his teammate and creating an easy basket.
Here's Fears. 5 points in the game. To the middle. And there's a 3-second violation. Jazz trail by 7. Here's Collier. 6 points for him. Williams a screen on Jones. Pass to Mikhailuk. Off the mark there with a 3.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Now here's Williamson, guarded closely. And that's out of bounds. It was last touched by Fears. And with some time here, let's see which teams have been terrors in transition over the last month of play. The Jazz in second.
These guys have been showing great anticipation defensively, and then they've been converting mistakes into points at the other end.
The Jazz have gone 6 of 14 in the second quarter. Pass to Sensabaugh. Drops in the layup for 2. And it's now only a 5-point New Orleans lead.
Yeah, I love that. He comes off the pick and takes it right to the hole.
Williamson against Williams. Back to Williamson. Shot clock at 5. Great work in close from Zion.
And since the first quarter, we've seen them reduce their attempts from downtown, and quite frankly, I think that's a good idea.
Here's Sensabaugh. He's got 7. To the paint. Here's Collier. And he gets it to fall. 3 for 8 in this one.
And off the jump, they were effective from deep. I don't know why they haven't continued to fire from out there.
Pass to Looney. And here's Williamson. Williams defending. Oh, Zion! Just a bully inside.
Man, that is a clever move from Williamson, showing you his agility.
Now Filipowski. He's defended by Looney. Here's Sensabaugh. Back to Filipowski. The kick out to Williams. Beyond the arc. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
And they're doing strong work on the glass. A +5 advantage for them.
Jones finds Looney. Outside Jones. Fires the 3. The rebound by Filipowski.
That's a look he couldn't pass up. He just couldn't get it to go.
Williams on the wing, covered by Williamson. For 3, Collier. It doesn't go for him.
And their free throws have dropped off in this quarter. They're settling for too many jump shots right now.
Pass to Jones. Three-pointer. Count it. And that shot gets him in the books. He's 1 for 3.
If any defense gives you that much cushion, you have to take that shot.
Here's Mikhailuk. Pass to Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. 7 points in the game. Filipowski in the high post. The Jazz need to get one up in a hurry. And so it's DeJounte Murray making things happen for the Pelicans. And out him leading the comeback charge. Now they're up in this one. All right, stick around. We'll be right back after this.
Welcome, everybody. The story at the half could be summed up as a dominating performance for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Well, they have guys popping off the bench, putting up numbers. That's their real advantage.
Yeah, nothing secondary about this second unit. See what I did there?
I see.
And now, as the season winds down, a look at the Western Conference picture.
Taking a look at the Pelicans, the end is near. Couldn't put things together in time. They've had a couple of good games, but they couldn't sustain the momentum. They're in rebuild territory, which ain't always pretty.
Thanks for joining us. Time to head back over to the third quarter with Brian Anderson.
We hope you've enjoyed the broadcast thus far. We're halfway through the game. You know, DeJounte Murray has been exceptional here, guys.
Through 2 quarters of play, he's been an excellent source of points.
Well, and I expect they're going to continue to lean on him as we continue in this game. Why not? The way he's playing right now offensively.
And it's Murray with the ball for New Orleans. Jones at small forward with Zion holding down the 4. DeJounte Murray is out there with Trey Murphy. And it's Jordan in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. That's the Pelicans 5. Murray's shot is good.
That's a great job by Murray, letting the game just come to him. And as a result, he is finding plenty of his own looks.
Here's Sensabaugh. Pass to Williams. The 3. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Jordan's got 4 rebounds in the game. Now Murray. Jordan, the screen. Right side Murray. Williams grabs the board. Williams has got his 4th rebound in this one. Pass to Collier. And if you're just joining us, we've played just over a minute here in the third. Utah moving the ball around. No good with the triple. New Orleans leading by 13. And here's Murray. Williamson outside. And they double up Williamson. Murray for 3. Williams grabs the board. Jazz trail by 13. Here's Sensabaugh. He has 7. Can't cash in the 10-footer.
Stumbling to start the second half. 3 straight misses.
Back to Jordan. Pass to Jones. Takes the 3. The shot won't fall. Utah has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. Utah with another miss.
That miss makes them 0 for 4 to start this quarter. Not exactly the start they were hoping for.
And Grant, when it comes to pure shot-making ability, scouts love Ace Bailey's natural tools.
Yeah, when he's taking good shots, he can carry the offense. Needs to get a little stronger and clean up a few things, but his upside as a scorer is tremendous.
Here's Sensabaugh doing some damage on the offensive end, putting up a little over 14 points a game. Williams misses.
Things have been a little bumpy coming into the second half. 5 straight misses.
On the wing, Murray. To the wing on the left. Now Williamson. 10 points for him. Shoots over Collier. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 4 rebounds now. Inside. Pass to Williams. Here's Collier, covered by Williamson. Filipowski sets a screen to get back on track. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Jordan's got his 7th rebound here tonight.
Well, I think at this point the whole team is pressing, but he certainly looks frustrated.
Williamson, right side. And the layup falls. Williamson's gotten 4 this quarter.
And a big reason they have this lead is the way he's shooting the ball.
And so Will Hardy calls the timeout. He'll take the opportunity to regroup. Tim, you graduated with an MBA from an elite business school. How has that impacted how you look at the NBA?
Well, it certainly gives you a look at how the business side of things are impacted in the NBA and a real grasp of the numbers. And man, oh man, are those numbers big at this level.
And New Orleans making a change here. Queen's checked in. Pass to Collier. Outside, Williams. Here's Bailey. 6 points for him. Clock at 6. Here's Collier. The 3 is up. And another miss by Utah.
Well, if you take low percentage shots, you are going to have difficulty making them.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thank you, guys. So are dynasties a thing of the past? Well, Commissioner Adam Silver said, I'm fine with dynasties and I'm fine with new teams emerging every year. What the fans want to see is great competition. As long as teams are emerging through great management, let the results happen however they play out. Ryan, back over to you.
Now you just want a fair fight. All right, Allie, thank you.
And that is a high-quality shot. You will take it every time from that close.
They set the pick. Here's Williamson. Utah with the rebound. Here's Collier. Give him 8. Pass to Sensabaugh. Over Murray. Sensabaugh, no good.
And it didn't go that time, but that's a shot he should feel confident in taking.
Outside Murray. And the bucket is good. Murray's got 26 points.
They keep calling his number. Murray is still hot.
And the shot goes in. The Pelicans lead by 15. Ooh, poked away and stolen by Williams. Here's Bailey, defended by Jones. Pass to Sensabaugh from behind the arc. And it's Queen with a rebound. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 here in the third from range. Now here's Williamson. Ooh, now 7 for 9 after that make.
Well, Zion is listed at 6'6", but he plays much bigger than that, and you love the confidence he's showing right now.
Pass to Williams. Here's Collier, defended by Murray. Shot clock at 6. 4-3. Collier, no good.
Nothing going his way this quarter offensively. Time to recalibrate.
Now Jones. Outside Murray. From downtown, nails it from 3. He has 29 now.
His third triple of the game. A little more success from out there in the second half.
Pass to Bailey. Here's Sensabaugh. He's got 9. Utah moving the ball around. The floater. And it's Filipowski. That time on the assist from Williams. Filipowski's got 4 points now in the quarter. Now Murray. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Murray's got 10 points in just the second half.
He's putting them to the test this quarter, attacking every chance he gets.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Collier. Three-pointer. And it's Queen with a rebound. Queen's got double-digit rebounds now in the game.
And their physical dominance has been on display. A 10-rebound advantage is a good indicator of how this game has gone.
Left side Murray. The three ball. And Trey Murphy gets a three. He's got 14.
In today's game, you can never afford to get beat in the three-point battle.
Pass to Bailey. The three. It's hauled in by New Orleans. Queen's got 11 rebounds in the game. Now Murray. Oh, he picked him clean. Here's Collier. Give him 8. To the right side. Here's Bailey. 2 points. That one goes. Bailey's got 8.
Gets one to go. It's been a great personal night for him, but those mean a lot less if you're losing.
Time called here. The Pelicans decide to talk it over. Both teams deciding to change it up. And while we have a moment, a look at the league leaders in fast break points over the last 10 games. Number 1, the Jazz.
Let's see if they'll be able to keep scoring at this rate throughout this season. Over the last 10 games, their ability to score in transition has been special.
Messi with it. Right now averaging 5.5 a game. Pass to Queen. There's the three. Counted from distance.
This is what it's been since halftime. Remarkable results from downtown.
They have found a weakness in the defense, and it's on their ability to defend the three-point line.
Here's Sensabaugh. He's got 9. Hinson passes to Mikhailuk. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Unloads. It's hauled in by New Orleans.
Probably not the shot they had in mind, but you can't fault him. He had a clean look.
Blocked! And so it looks like the Pelicans will retain possession here. It's time to take a glance again at that superb block.
Yeah, I love that they maintain the defensive energy even when they're behind.
Poole outside.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
1:58 left to play in the third quarter. Shoots from the elbow. Love grabs the miss. The Jazz shooting a solid 47%. Hinson passes to Mikhailuk. Six to shoot. Pass to Sensabaugh. Conchar outside. Let's go with a three. The shot misses. New Orleans has gone 4 of 7 from 3. A good percentage in the third quarter. Now Poole. Here's Spears. This one for 3. And another 3 for New Orleans.
They're getting torched on the perimeter. 4 of the last 5 buckets have been threes.
1:03 left in the third. And play stops. A whistle there on what looks like an illegal screen.
The screener was leaning a bit right there. His feet may not have been planted. Pretty obvious call by the officials.
Also, the ball handler needs to wait until the screener's feet are set.
Collier, he's checked in for Utah. Here's Fears. Give him 8. On the wing, Bay. There's the triple. Love grabs the miss. Love's got 4 rebounds now. There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Back to Mikhailuk. Love a screen on Poole. To snap the cold streak. And Kevin Love, good for 3. Love's got 5 now.
Set him up. Love will knock him down. Terrific shooter there off the catch.
Now here's Bay. 11 points in the game. Pass to Queen. Poole outside. Yep, that one goes. From deep. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall. And as we conclude the third. And while we have a chance, let's go to our State Farm assist of the game.
And he definitely deserves the award. Reading the defense like a point guard.
And it's such an advantage to have a big man who can facilitate at a high level like that.
And 1 quarter to go in a game that, to this point, has not been an evenly fought contest. So the Utah 5 right now. They've got Sviatoslav Mikhailuk. He's out there with Collier. John Conchar is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Henson in at the 4.
Every coach in this league loves assisted baskets. It indicates your offense is flowing the way it's supposed to.
Out to the right wing. Picked by Misi. Pass to Queen. And here's Bay. Top of the key. And there's Murray. That one's good. And the assist from Bay. 33 points for DeJounte Murray. Here's Mikhailuk. For 3, Collier. And it's Queen with a rebound.
Oh, he is off from deep. Maybe it's time to look for another option.
And count it. The shot is good, and he'll go to the line.
He's carried much of the scoring load tonight. And with the win in reach, don't expect him to let up.
And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown for New Orleans.
Yeah, what stood out to me was their passing. They moved the ball effortlessly and have been able to find those holes in the defense.
And we should also mention their work on the perimeter. They have found quality looks from deep, and they have knocked them down.
And we've heard some coaches complain about short turnarounds on back-to-back legs. Would you like to see more done there?
Well, for those late starts when you arrive at the hotel at 2 or 3 in the morning and you've got to play the next night, those are certainly rough. But I feel like the league has done all they can, eliminating back-to-backs as much as they can. And certainly there's an emphasis on recovery and rest at all costs.
On the wing, Bay. They set a pick. Launches a 3. Utah grabs the miss. Love, high post. He's against Misi. The ball's knocked loose. And stolen by Murray. Oh, a big finish with a one-handed jam.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
All it takes is a half second of carelessness, and someone will be rocking the rim going the other way.
Here's Mikhailuk. They need this. Whistle blows. Yep, that's going to be a travel.
Well, it's really turned around for him because he really took care of the ball in the first half.
For New Orleans, Looney's checked in for Misi, and it's Poole in for DeJounte Murray. And Utah with a change here too. Filipowski, he's checked in for Love. For New Orleans, they've gone 3 of 4 in the fourth and looking confident on offense. For 3, Fears. And again, New Orleans no good. For Utah, they've gotten just 1 shot to fall out of 3 attempts in the fourth. Filipowski, the pass to Mikhailuk. And there's the drive, and that one is stuffed right through.
He almost brought the basket down on top of himself.
Oh, there's hang time, and then there's a time to hang. Poole outside. And they tell players your career is short. Maximize your earnings. But sometimes guys take less credit.
And you know, different things go into that. Winning, comfort, and in some cases, you're talking legacy. You know, for those rare players who've been with one team their whole career.
Yeah, Jordan Poole showing you some deceptive strength right there. He's added some muscle over the years. That was impressive.
Pass to Filipowski. Here's Mikhailuk, guarded by Poole. From the arc. Vincent no good.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
It's Poole on the wing. And out of bounds. The Jazz will take it.
Unforced turnovers. They'll drive your coach insane.
A look at the clock. A little under 3.5 minutes gone by in the fourth. Here's Collier. Here's Mikhailuk. Knocks down the long J.
Easy look when the defender isn't fighting over the screen.
Yeah, and that's the effectiveness of the two-man game right there.
Here's Fears. Out left to the wing. 6 on the shot clock. Parked it down low that time. Got hit with the 3-second call.
Jazz ball. Substitution on the court.
Utah has gone only 1 of 4 from the perimeter here in this fourth quarter. Pass to Bailey. Here's Collier. Here's Sensabaugh. And the NBA certainly responsive to the fans, Tim, but some say they just want to complain.
Well, the social media era has given fans more of a voice than ever before, but it also breeds shorter attention spans, so the league is right to be proactive.
For 3, Fears, and the three-pointer goes.
And let's face it, when you're down this many points, you simply can't let them get that good of a look.
One more miscommunication at the defensive end, just brutal. It can't happen.
Now here's Filipowski. Bailey, the pass to Filipowski. Here's Collier, just 4 to shoot. And another miss by Utah.
And it just feels like his poor shooting has been contagious to his entire team as they find themselves trailing.
They outside, shot is up. And it's New Orleans with another.
Their offense has been unstoppable, just firing on all cylinders.
Well, you have to love the execution, and you have to love the relentlessness.
Offensive rebound. Filipowski sets a screen for 3. Collier. Looney grabs a miss.
Yeah, keeps on shooting, keeps on missing. Maybe time to go in a different direction.
Here's Fears. Pass to Queen. Beyond the arc. Drops in the 3.
They're really dictating the tempo on both ends of the court. You love it.
And they just keep building out this lead. With each made basket, their confidence increases.
Here's Bailey. And the powerful one-handed slam.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Bay. For 3, Fears. And again, it's New Orleans with a three.
And you can see where he's made the adjustments. This half has been much better.
Filipowski, and he throws it down. What a terrific lead pass.
That's a great look. His teammate was on the move, but he put it right where it needed to be.
Looney, the screen. Here's Bay. Utah grabs the miss. Filipowski's got his 6th rebound on the night. The Jazz have gotten 5 of 12 shot attempts to go so far in the 4th quarter. Pass to Sensabaugh. And as NBA franchise values continue to skyrocket, it's pretty amazing to see, isn't it, Legs?
It really is. And even if you're LeBron James, who has said he may want to own a team in the future, he may even need some help footing that bill. It is pricey.
Adding zeros by the decades. And the whistle blows as the basket counts. Chance at a 3-point opportunity here. 1 free throw coming up. And New Orleans making a change here. Matkovic is checked in. And that one falls for Bay.
Yeah, solid shooter at the stripe. Bay really confident when he has freebies to shoot.
Pass to Sensabaugh. Here's Bailey. Outside, Williams. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot 2.
First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Utah, Williams. Taking 2 shots.
Shooting 2.
The free throw drops for Williams. Misi, he's checked in for Matkovic. He makes 1 of 2 that time. Grant, you're involved with helping the NBA grow the game globally. How important are those initiatives?
You know, BA, it's very important to watch how the game has grown over the last 30 years that I've been connected with the NBA. Is quite staggering, but there's more work to be done. So every initiative, every appearance, every camp, every game is so vitally important as we continue to spread the game of basketball all over the world.
Well, you know Poole can score, but you see him there. That's a terrific pass to set up a teammate.
With the teardrop. Here's Fears. Over to the left wing. Here's Queen. No good on the triple. The Jazz have gone just 6 of 14 in this final quarter. To the left side wing. Pass to Bailey. Out to the wing. Filipowski, the pass to Williams. That's bucket number 5. He's 5 for 12 now.
Yeah, everybody will remember the bucket, but how about that pass to set it up?
To the wing, right side. Here's Fears. Fires from deep. The rebound by Filipowski. Filipowski's got 7 rebounds in the game. Here's Collier. Pass to Sensabaugh. And in recent years, Legs, we're seeing a lot of young teams having success. Also, depth playing big dividends. What's changed?
Well, I think with today's up-tempo style, more players have to cover more ground. It just makes sense that younger, deeper teams are better equipped to handle all that wear and tear.
Young players seem to be more welcome, too, in the NBA culture.
No doubt. They're going to get an opportunity sooner.
The Jazz have gotten 7 of 16 attempts to drop since the start of the 4th. To the inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
Come on, B.A. He sure can rise.
Grant, that's as good as it gets. One of the best in the league. Out left to the wing.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Some nice passing by New Orleans here. Bay with a screen. Here's Poole. And that one goes in as he's fouled. It'll be 3 points if he converts the free throw. Tim, looking at Jordan Poole, how much you think learning from Stephen Curry helped him out?
Well, B.A., he's been a great role model for Poole on and off the court, showing how to approach the game and inspiring that confidence they both share to take big shots.
McGowan's, he's checked in for Misi.
And over the last few seasons, we've really seen Jordan Poole mature as a player.
And for Utah, they're shooting 47% since the fourth quarter started. Here's Bailey. Pass to Williams. Filipowski sets a screen, lets it go from deep. The Pelicans pull it in. 1.5 minutes left to play in the fourth.
It's safe to say they have dominated this game. The game wasn't even as close as the score says in a great win for the Pelicans.
Well, Grant, I don't know if there was one deciding factor in this game, but I'd say shooting accuracy if I had to choose.
Agreed, B.A. They really went after quality looks and shot the ball with confidence.
And so hard work pays off with their 26th win of the year.
It's just a great matchup for them, and they're looking for the 4-game season sweep in their next meeting.
And even the opposing fans can't deny this was a sensational game for DeJounte Murray.
The scoring effort from him, unreal. Carrying this team, I mean, he was amazing tonight.
Take a break. Take a break. 2 shots.
First one falls for him. Well, you ask the older generation about load management, they'll bend your ear about back in the day, Grant.
Oh, yes, we will. But it's true that today's players average more distance covered per game, even if they're not walking uphill both ways. So you got to take that into account.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. 1.6 minutes left in the fourth quarter. Pass to Bay. Here's McGowan's. Here's Fears. Poole looking it over. From deep three-point land. Williams grabs the board. And Williams has got the ball here for the Jazz. Pass to Bailey. Puts up a three. Utah, the rebound. A nice shot by Filipowski.
Oh, he'll wear you down with the way he grinds it out on the offensive glass.
Boy, this could snowball if they continue to put up points.
I can't say enough about their performance.
6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Now here's Poole. Here's Fears. Bay outside. Knocks it down from distance.
An impressive job by this team, and you really can't discount the impact of this crowd here.
Yeah, the atmosphere in this arena has been unbelievable. Great all-around effort by everyone to put this game away.
And so it's the Pelicans taking care of business in this one. They didn't have too many problems tonight.
They didn't. Just a tremendous team effort. Once they had that big lead, they were not going to let the visitors back into the game.
And that'll do it, folks. For Grant Hill, Tim Legler, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson.